Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be testing two of my favorite discs of all time, and I've only thrown one of them once. It is the EnjoyMusic Toro against the Discraft Zone. This might be my favorite video of all time. Super good. Alright, to start off the video, we're going to be going over how they feel for me. First, we're going to start off with the obvious one. We have the Discraft Zone. This has been such a fun disc for me over the past few years, and it's obviously very known in the disc golf community, and it's just been so consistent for me. But Innova decided they wanted to challenge Discraft to see who can make the better approach disc, and they might have done it. I honestly don't know yet. So Innova decided to team up with Calvin Heimberg to make a tour series, or I guess a 5-time DGTV event champion Toro. This is in Champion Plastic, and I haven't had the best experience with Champion Plastic, but so far I've thrown this quite a bit, and it's pretty durable right now. So in this video, we're really just going to be seeing who will be the one to make my bag. I don't know if I can take the Zone out, but if the Toro is that much better, it might just dip. Obviously, as you can tell, I have two Zones. I'm probably not going to compare this to the Toro because it's a lot different. Obviously, as you can tell, it has a lot of flex, and the Toro is actually really stiff. So yeah, probably not going to test that one out, but who will make the bag? If it is Champion Toro or the Discraft ESP Zone. To start out the video, we're going to be throwing the Zone on a hyzer towards my bag over there. This is obviously one of the best discs for this type of shot. This is probably pushing 300 feet, so I'm gonna have to put some power, but with this disc it should be fine. Alright, as you can see off that first throw, I don't think that's actually 300. That's probably 270. That's not that far actually. As you can see, I am dialed on that hyzer. I think I'm under my bag. I was gonna say basket. It's not a basket. Yeah, that's really what the Zone is really meant for. That hyzer push, either backhand or forehand. I'm also gonna do it on a forehand to show you. That backhand is just so reliable, so you can just swing it out and have that reliable fade to the left, the hard fade. And if you can beat one of those in to perfection, they can become just wild, insane. Next, we're gonna try the Toro, and this should be equally as good, hopefully. Alright, so I actually did push that a little low, but it really had the same line. Probably like 10-15 feet short, which is amazing. Really the exact same. I find really the Toro is a little newer than the Zone, because I got that Zone last year and I beat it in quite a bit. So take that in advance, but I think the next throw I do might help you. Alright, next up we're going to be throwing the Zone on a forehand. Now this is really what this disc was made for. If you really ask anyone that owns or throws a Zone, it's always going to be on a forehand. Obviously some backhands and really whatever they want to do with it, but mainly this thing is dialed for forehands. Now for me, I really don't use this for distance forehands. This is pretty far for a forehand, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Alright, as you guys can see, that was butter. It held a kind of a straighter line and then gave me that hard dump at the end, which is really what this disc was really meant for. Next we're going to try the Toro, see how it compares. I don't know. Alright, as you guys could tell, I think that was on me. I think I just put that more on a hyzer forehand and I put the other one more in a flex. So it had a really harsh dump. It was actually, I thought, more overstable even if I put it on a hyzer-ish. It was like a hyzer neutral line. Overall, it was not bad at all. I think I'm still in the same place where the Zone is, just on a hyzer. So we're gonna try this on power backhands. See how straight we can get these, and that will really show you how stable they are. All right, so you see my bag down there? Ignore it. We're going deep and beyond. First, we're gonna throw the Zone. I'm gonna try and put these on a flat to anhyzer type of line, just to show you how stable these are and how much they can fight back. And throw these as hard as I possibly can on some sort of flat anny line. This should be amazing. Alright, obviously I kind of pushed that one a little high, but you kind of want to do that for putters because they're not like drivers. They're not going to keep that nice straight glide off the ground. They're going to want to get to the ground as hard as possible. So we're going to try and do maybe a bit more with the Toro, see what we can do. Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright, as you guys can tell, I actually put that on a way better line than the Zone. I pushed that pretty low and got it on a nice little anhyzer, and it just curved beautifully back. As you guys could tell, it really tried to fight out of that. Next, we're just gonna go full power. How far can you throw this? For no reason. I'm curious. That's it. Full wind up, full power. C. That was sweet. Oh, Zone. No way. Alright, so as you guys can see, that's just amazing. I believe the Zone held that line a lot longer on the Annie, but I mean, both felt amazing. That felt so satisfying to do. I don't know why. Measure the distance. It really shouldn't matter. Don't throw these full power unless you really want to. That's kind of what a Buzz OS is really for, or maybe a Rock X3, just something. Maybe an A2, just that's a putter too. Never mind. Throw a mid if you're going past that line. I mean, there's no need to throw anything that far for a putter at least. Alright, end of the day review. How did it go? How was it? What's going on in my head? So I actually measured those two throws and they were actually the exact same. Like, I have the picture. I mean, I don't know how, but I guess that makes sense. That's consistency right there. It was actually 337 feet, which is far. I really don't care how far I can throw these. But overall, super nice. These are two super consistent discs. And I've obviously thrown the Zone more, and it's been my baby since day one. And to be honest, I don't know who won this. I found the Toro to be a lot more stable today. This actually held its lines a lot more. I actually got the Zone with a purpose, and it was to beat it in because I play a lot of desert courses, so I thought this would beat in really quickly. But I lost it at Fountain Hills with my brother, and I somehow got it back a month later, and I actually just got it back like a week ago. So I'm very happy to have this, but this really flies like every other Zone that I've ever thrown. It is a bit more stable than a lot of Zones that you can just buy off the shelves right now, which is odd. Really, I think, who's gonna make the bag? I think I might bag both. I really like the complement that this has against the Zone. It has a really nice stronger fade than this will have. At least I might throw this on grass courses and maybe this on desert. I honestly don't know. And I still have this Zone, which is super good. I don't really throw it that often because it's kind of like a trophy disc for me. I've had this disc for a very long time, and I don't know. I mean, this flex just gets me every time. Overall, super good disc. If you had to get one or the other, it's up to you. Personal choice at this point. Really, there's not really much difference. They're both pretty flat, exactly the same actually. Yeah, just personal preference for you. Do you like Innova more? Do you like Discraft more? Bro, the plane. Yeah, I mean, congrats to Innova for making a really good disc. Me and my brother actually have a nickname for this. It's called the El Toro. Every time you throw it, you must say El Toro. It is honestly, that's probably the only reason I like this. It feels super nice, super grippy, the quality of this plastic, and I actually really like Innova's new stamp. They changed their stamps recently. I don't really like their star stamps on their star plastic, but on this Champion Toro, I mean, that is beautiful. Fantastic. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. We are getting close to 100 subs, so subscribe. Hopefully we can get there soon. I plan on making a lot of content in the future, and man, I'm super excited. If there's any content ideas that you guys want to see from me in the future, let me know. It's almost been 1 year since I've been on YouTube, and I've obviously been super inconsistent, but I've had such a fun time doing it, and I think you might like the next video because we're going back to the course where it all started. It's gonna be a fun one. If you guys enjoyed, see you in the next one.